To come your way once again with Truth Be Told. TBT, the truth, nothing but the truth. Sorry for coming your way quite late today. The weather has not been too friendly, and we sincerely apologize for this level of lateness. I'm saying the weather no. Higher drink a quarantine. I am bantam. Some of the betting. Na yatwa yenjumadie so intente ma mepese obehare link na wonu bi so etimi ababetie enne yen asama ye babe bobo hono na babe discuss no babetie tie bi nti share link no streaming live on 3 social media platforms, that is YouTube, TikTok and Facebook. YouTube, TikTok and Facebook, and the name is Boakye-Fosuhene. Boakye-Fosuhene. Ntimpacho share link na unye bimbeka oba as usual. Let me know you are here. Intintem na wama menso aba high ana TBT as we move on. Ubetimi ama quote be aware now point be awono. You can bring it up. Then we'll note it. If you have a question as well, ubetimi ede atoho na kakra yekwe ni ma yeba be pon na yeba ma time ma yebe ready and questions ni nyina intimestre say wasembise bia na waye no kama na de atoho emre so yebe ma sa kwanya na yakenkan asem na obi aso de na dwen ba along the line ye was you wasembise betia bisa na ye ne mu nyina discuss say de be ya ye nyina betimi asua bb free the enable discussing. We are still on our theme, that is live a happy life, and we've discussed that for 2 consecutive sessions last week in Antimiamba, but still now we are finishing that up today, and we'll be very quick on that today. We'll be very snappy on that. In terms of my coach, fine coach.
Yes, sir.
Coach KB for Papa.
Yes, sir.
I salute, sir.
I'll take him. Nah.
You're looking good.
Thank you, sir. You're also looking good.
Oh, no, I'm taking after you first. Thank you.
Are you sure?
Yeah. You go and you make 10 time and a tough album now, we'll just zoom straight.
All right. Thank you, Chris. As you said earlier, we are discussing the topic, live a happy life. Live a happy life. This is something very, very important in our lives. There's the need for us to think through and make a decision that we want to live a happy life. Ewiase no yesua se anija nkasa no yade a ehya ase efree onipa bia no wadwen mu. So we say always starts from the mind. So we need to guide our mind very well. Senebeya enije na yehwehwe e wabrabo mu no yadwen beji atum, because in life if your mind doesn't accept certain things, it becomes very difficult for your entire body to also accept. Enti netofa bomu no we are talking about how to live happily, and happiness starts from the mind. For and then with the main fancy near can be also yet back.
All right, Meda Coach ACP na intentem na mestre also be share link na unie bi so etimi abeka yan so far let me monitor my platforms. Na mahwe TikTok. So minyanya we be more joining kakaka. Intimate so but just let me welcome. I mean so we want to welcome everyone within time. Then me ba Facebook. Okay, Obianya welcome me say about now be my TBT. So please quickly just let me know you are in maybe YouTube as well. Intimate say we, like I said, we apologize for coming a bit late, but please just join us. Quickly share for a brother that also come and benefit from what we are discussing. Want to be happy. I think the 2 previous weeks have been so powerful. So we want to end on a very powerful note as well. So like Coach has said, we are going quickly to our next I have a question.
Okay.
And quickly, most of us we expect a lot from people. And there is this time there was a story told of a friend who, in organization of the wedding, on your target say, say coach say
Okay.
wedding or your wedding they come on. People took him and they enjoyed the thing. But at the end of the day, he thought that the people at the gift table were not really faithful because expectation were meaty. And later, I think after some time now, share as our group, those big men, so-called big men. And one of them made a statement, say, "Oh, I'm not confused because I'm not going to standard now setting and common setting. No one scam the man as a bit of the man, a bit fitting so the years came and enjoyed and left." In the guy expected a lot, but he couldn't meet expectation. And that is one thing that most of us have. Oh, when you say coach Badia, Anya Shay, me thank you, video. And they made me sure, coach.
Yes.
Sometimes we lose our happiness because of some of these things. What's your take on it? Most of us, we have certain targets, and sometimes we don't even know what the others are even going through. Yes, the person might be a big man, the person might have that capacity, but at that point in time, sometimes they come and we feel that it's been a failure.
Yeah.
What is your take on this for us?
All right. With even the story you added, if you are not careful, some people will think that maybe I'm not going to have expectations again. We are not talking about the fact that don't have expectations. In fact, one of the things that will bring you happiness is to have expectations. But try to simplify your expectations.
Okay.
What we are saying is that make your expectations simple. Make your expectations simple. There are things that are realistic or expectations that are realistic. Some are unrealistic. So anytime you are setting an expectation in reference to anything, try to simplify it. Make that expectation realistic. For instance, you are planning a program and you know the caliber of people you know, then the friends you have. So at least you can say that, I'm expecting about 100 people. Looking at where you are working, where you church, where you do this, at least when you are there, nipa 100 rubenya. But wouldn't send your here, baby. Now your program will say we expect to say nipa 5,000 baby. It is an expectation, but it is unrealistic, because in life, one of the things that helps us a lot is that when you set a target, when you have an expectation and you are able to meet it, it brings you happiness. We are talking about living a happy life. So try to set expectations that are realistic. Something that you know, as for this, I'll be able to achieve it. By this, we are not saying that be myopic in your dealings, but say cut your coat according to your material. And to share never on 7 hour determine say na me pese me yeno. Because in this life, there are certain truths. TBT, we don't want to hide the truth from people. One of the truths, and then they say, in this life, you cannot always control everyone. Who can say, you are expecting, say, if Abe should come, at least I'm going to get 10K. Remember, you can't control the person.
Yeah.
You can't tell the person that once you have come, give me this. Until when it comes to other people, you can't control them. Because of that, let your expectations be realistic. Oh yes, I want kasano ebebwa, because the moment you have an unrealistic expectation and you work it out and you don't achieve that thing, it brings you disappointment. And we know disappointment is not an element of happiness. Onipa we are then so disappointed. It takes away your joy, it takes away your happiness. So because you cannot control everyone, make sure that you come out with realistic expectations. Then also in this life, you can't also please everyone. From your story, you realize when even the so-called big men came, they said, hey, nah, the way our setting standard, so we didn't know how much we can give you in order to meet your standard or to satisfy you. So try not to please everyone. Adebakwa and ye mistakes. Na edru baby ede arehobre and say we want to please everyone. In life, it is difficult to do that. By that, so Yenka said, don't please anybody, because when you are in an organization, you are working somewhere, you have to please your boss, your director, the person who has authority over you. You must please the person in a way. Na wamao be a deadline, say 3 days time, submit it. You have to. Utume a day or two. What please But a drew baby na ye pese ye be extraordinary to please people. It is a wedding abbey. Just say no matter how obey wedding, obi dear chen, no matter what, obi dear chen could Dubai ko he. The way some of them the engineer Ghana hana wotia kakrana when you think so person will be extraordinary. You can't please everyone. Then remember that you can't also fix everything. There are things that when it happens, you can't do anything about it. Accept it. These are truths of life. And it is a way to meet I wouldn't say there is no way, but as I sit here, there is no way I can fly a plane. There's no way. Inti mi koyinya expectations. Oh, my son na mi kwi aeroplane. Inti any crazy upon program ya no mi kwi aeroplane. It's unrealistic expectation. So these are some of the things we are trying to talk about. So accept what you cannot change. There are things you can't change. Accept it. You can't change certain things, but focus on what you can improve. So what can I improve? And when here, it's not about it is obia maybe I short. Then you are having expectations say obey anything. There's no way. Minim say machine be or intimidate but obi be ka say nka Chris akotwini mu. We should say some of these things, if we are able to simplify our expectations in life, if
you are able to simplify expectations in life, that is from Coach KBF. Mr. Sabakos I share link and now obi society me abe benefit from and the eguso aircan so far people are joining Kakaraka Metro Yanyama be nipa running to me and pushy. I salute Grace. The Apostle of Grace has never push it. Where they can buy Mammy Sarah, so my welcome on Facebook. Yeah, that was more kind. TikTok so far still. Not to be my joining, but to be as on Chiame. Until made it, may have some Chiame. YouTube so far, things still not be more share, but almost your monkasa. But just give me a welcome. I'm also about TBT. You say no one a discussion no na bibia enko kama. Coach.
Yes, sir.
My next line I'm here. There are a lot of us who, for example, say that we have targets, we have our visions, and we start from somewhere. But sometimes they be to say Black Stars here World Cup, any World Cup in there when a match be ubu an engineer they answer target and say back when Coco drew
Quarterfinals.
This year no yeah when first match second match is nothing. He say be a drew the final I quite the trophy number and you say yes Ghana ABB. And to hear sometimes from the start there is no happiness in it because of say I need to hit this particular target, I need to hit this level and sign with me and that edge to be happy and IBB. What's your take on this one too? Because some of us here will be anything major. So what did tell the crowd? But will be a first now also John or who we say.
As a football Balotelli, I was go. All right, Chris.
Coach.
We are looking at how to live a happy life. Inti adebia obeye bema weni achi no. You need to concentrate on it and magnify it. That is what we are looking at. Now, assuming there are, let's say, even in the World Cup, there are phases. You start here. Near 1/16th. Say. Remember, say group stages, one qualifier. So to me, 1/16th.
Yeah.
Now, when you make a step and you realize that you have been able to have or achieve a small improvement, because make I say a co-university, first year, your first semester, your exams, now continuous student, my team, form 1 for bibi coffee. So definitely, and you'll be a be pass it, and you'll be a be winning. So what I say, and you nipa be a. And what we need to understand and say, say, men can say, adia kitu ebi a ube to me, aye biano, ma waninye. Because empanyi say if ribako and sani akominu, you can't move straight away to 3. You must move from 1. Now you get to 2, you get to 3 before you get to 5, or 4 to 5. So let's learn to celebrate small improvement. When you have been able to improve a little, you need to celebrate that win because it is also a win. Then sometimes even within the day, crazy south okasa ene me pese me yewe we start anopa by the close of the day na say o set nyoma 3 na watumi ayemu 2 kra, you have to be happy. You need to celebrate. It's a win because sometimes we are also able to set daily target. We are not able to meet even 1. And it is what to me a mitibia. Learn to celebrate small wins. And no be wow, it gives you the energy to do more. But you move I had to say, me pe 5, manya 3, and still no. I'm not. We are not saying say settle for less, but learn to celebrate small wins. Edru baby so whenever you see a progress, you have to celebrate it. We are not talking about being perfect. It's not about perfection. What started BB? Adiano enyanye pepepe and then send it like 100%. But at least say a tumia ako 50%, 70%. At least ekonenim. So whenever there is a progress in anything, you have to celebrate that win, that progress na wenyano. Because so what to me do 50, 60, ako 70 with time, 95 beba na 100 na official to me aba. Chris, we are there is very, very important in our lives that we learn how to celebrate small wins in order to live a happy life. One day you become a mother, you become a father. One day you build your house. One day san your money nyana and kakra this and that. To mean to a car, no to bicycle. You have to celebrate. It's a win. To mean see dine, but what me are rented dine. It's an attempt. Anything I will call a name small. it go be.
Small, it go be. But coach, in that same line, I think that one thing I've realized is sometimes the kind of environment we find ourselves in, it's me boy is still happiness and I say yeah, in the sense it be the company of friends or who know home, it will be a motorbike, then on motorbike, though it's an improvement, but the one is with association a woman on
Okay.
What's your advice to such a person?
Osha, you baby.
Yeah,
You say protect your circle.
sure.
Ha. Sabi you. You are not supposed to compete.
Compare, yeah.
Yes. It is obvious to me. Aye, baby. Now won't to me yeah. Just have faith in you and continue whatever you are doing. Nanya GD say yeah one day. Ube drew hona e bi kra na obetra. But you move bebre ha. Send a because we also want to be like them. We have to move heaven and earth to also get what they have gotten. But sir, and when I itimidi a how bebre bano. Do we say nipa bebre or ha or mobe to anamobia film be no money. And one of the things or the truth about life in say enumabu how we are, there is no way you can reverse it. There is no way you can reverse it. Until say, oh yeah, you have to try as much as possible. Say, ube say obey idea a year beboa. Anya say no money be oha. We na essay ana anye ye. Ana say e de how ba. There's no way you can change that thing. And it is ne Chris Okano. Yen try say yen fire hon to two nipa bibri. And no, on the positive side and on the negative side. Which mean the when near see will be so in order to draw inspiration, strength, energy from the person. But say, sabi unru baby, or say chinchina or your classmate in tea. Say what to me at Jaguar, as I was Kotobi. Unima Juma oye, Unima Busia or Frimo. A bit more ha, sabi, Abrabomu ya womu to see so, and che, no more yet ten. Also the amenum and your water. So gradually, Ober who say, also they are be drew until how no day. I don't agree, say, because of your environment and the people, you have to also achieve what they have achieved. And kakra, and penny say akoko ebenumuncio.
In kakra koko benumuncio. Now we share link in my obiso abe benefited from any discussion enche bia na yebe fire questions. So for I'm say me question bia intimate say what question and our point bia also make it out of whatever we are discussing obetime de aba na yetimi akabom na yenya sua de be free and via yesua we want you to bring up your questions or your points or your views if there is any, so that very soon we'll be having the question time. Then we'll be able to read your questions duly and as well answer them. We are having the discussion with you, so please do well to get involved. Share the link for someone else to also be able to also enjoy and benefit from what we are discussing. So please quickly share the link, quickly share the link, and let someone else come to also benefit from it. As when you come, let me know you are in. So give me a wave, give me a TBT, let me know you are on, and let's have a fruitful discussion. Coach, back still to what you said. Yes, what's the celebrity small wins? And for like said, some people, because of their circle, which you've already learned, say we should protect our circle anyway, So, how then do we choose our joy? Because definitely, it means that if we can create it per what you've discussed so far,
Okay.
it means we can create the joy. So how do we create it in the right way? And how do we even... Sometimes some things are there that people might not see any happiness or joy looking at the way things are. But what's your advice, or what would you tell us to do so that we can be able to make, happiness out of things that people don't even envisage we can get happiness from?
Okay, Grace. There's something I have learned.
Okay.
And that is, happiness is not automatic.
Happiness is not automatic.
It's not automatic.
Okay.
Happiness is not automatic. But happiness is intentional.
It's intentional.
Yes. You have to be intentional that I want to be happy. Let me give you an example. Some goes for comedy shows. Obi betumi akọ comedy show, comedian beba, obeka se mesre, ote onsere. Onsere.
Yeah.
Obi so sere, then obi say na dey na
Esre.
because you have to be intentional to be happy. You cannot be happy when you are not intentional about it. So, Kai say, oh, a part to play. Anything I say, happiness is not automatic. Yes, na when you are Debbie. Just a way of being say, I dear maybe who you could maybe me fan to baby. Let me live a happy life. So be intentional when it comes to being happy. And in our daily work, we have to be intentional about we becoming happy. So instead of complaining, be appreciative. Instead of complaining, if you do that, you will not be happy in this life. So instead of you complaining about everything, complaining about even you yourself, complaining about others, complaining about your boss, every time complaining, stop complaining and now begin to appreciate. I have a problem when it comes to Ghana politics. I have a very serious problem. Yes, and the problem is that acquired to say service will be your party A. Yemfan say party A ni party B. Obi your party A. Na say party B for ene waswa. Otumika say omonye hwe. How possible? You see, we are rather complaining. Obi anu ha obeba abedi akonya na say menka say political party B anu ha beba onye bibia. So when we are speaking, let's rather say ebia oma ye bi, but it's not enough. In that regard, you are being appreciative more than complaining. Because naturally, enipa bi o hasa no motie. Obi o ha, oni ne fine, obeto de na manadi, obe bibia, unya ye na de ba ko a, na ni refi papa wa ye ni nyina. Na pepa ni nyina. So in this life, for you to be happy, to choose a daily happiness, you need to focus on appreciation more than complaints. It is a be appreciative about it. Life is too short. And appreciate it. Don't start somewhere and say president so and so by it's never true. The wabano or ye bibi ebi enough for now. New Chamuno, or no see bibi, ebi anye enough for now. But don't say because you say uni party mukaza or say wanyashi. Oba aswade kolasa yezo wanyashi. Ebi ni hosa. At least classrooms are
teacher in free school mope. And why were you taught this topic?
No
sir. Omeka say anchiro
sir, if you ask so no, you see the obedu and no anabika. There's a teachers in the school the same thing. And the Chris, let's rather focus on appreciation more than complain. Then number 2, instead of holding grudges, just release people. Jaisa abufu ntokwa debia obi o say debia issues na say na ne bofu na oni we nye fine onye hu ame na onye fine debia wo de ono bi nye fine. If you do that, you can't be happy. Release people. Do ya eben enetwi sana mpanyifo eka. To err is human. Enti eye den nipa be obone. So obi ya o ade a just settle, then let it go. But obi o hey, one time a friend told me say oh no there the problem back up and so we na there a chance no or the achow ama empo ni refi am say eh na mantumi aka nche the make me say na obebre pa because so long as woni nipa na wo asasi so there then into the bia make say some people who are married now are not qualified to marry enkofo bebre o ma wade o monya qualified
how why
and how need the webisa ankasa because say who you be a person who worry will be. Remember, the person is not like you.
Okay.
Your way of doing things is totally different from the way the person does his things. Into bu on so or expect say obey at the send no pen. One yen is happy. Nature said the ebufuaba. Into be to me ne to me a cabe 1 month. All because quite no or say or be fast or be yen no fast. No necessarily when you're qualified. Say over qualifier, say a Ghana qualify for World Cup. Over qualifier, you need to practice certain things. One of them, forgiveness. BBC, don't hold on to grudges. Just release. And yes, there. In fact, you can marry. The way they foot to a dema or momari and say, who says you must have that big heart. Chris. We cried to be in a mission and you can't as a mission.
Mr. Romano.
Oh, Seremano. Okay.
Man, can you buy Mr. Romano, Mr. Romani?
I said, I make us say, send to
any graduate.
I'm saying, Mikra no can make cash.
Oh,
the one I just, if you are
whether we are not, if you're for almost all money,
maybe I told me. So,
I was from what I have branch TV studio.
Okay.
Coach, then I'm claim once and
let's try to release people instead of holding grudge. Then we were talking about comparison. Instead of comparing yourself with others in a negative sense, focus on what you are doing. Okay. Now, one of the tricks, or should I say, one of the major things to know when it comes to athletics, especially 100 meters for no, yes, 2 American and Shewachi. It is one share who are 2 American who same boat 2 American hardly saw Bashenechi because mostly yes, Oshawachia and reduce speed. Oshawachia, you are focusing rather on somebody else, you are comparing. Hey, me, I had a drone back on or hemfasa, but focus. Into the see when you say this is the finish line, me pese me koho, and no. So in life, let us focus rather than comparing ourselves. So comparison, no, me see our negative side, you know, and I hear. Nemu say we compare, send a beya, ubit me improve there. It's okay, but the negative say, oh, be compare hona, BBS na aya ya na who say you are not like the person. As I say one, as I say one, as a winya, and I say no dear. Then the last thing I want to talk about is instead of giving up, decide to grow. Instead of giving up, decide to grow. Adi be anywhere easy. In fact, edu baby cry eating is difficult. Edi cry and edu baby eating. Once it me ma bibi say we be a ukoto wache ubi or person ma feel to me ma kauru. But also why you say what turning quande will be a manipian. And you obey we are obitimated and we not a shenanum, no will be a manipiano. Intino instead say will give you up on. Try to rather grow in that thing. Then ya no siambo, then ya obreveso, then ya de oyeno. So don't give up, but rather focus on growth. Chris, I think this is what I want to say. So in trying to conclude when it comes to choosing joy daily, happiness is a lifestyle. It is not something that is automatic. It's a lifestyle. You have to, on daily basis, make decisions that will bring you happiness. And to one take certain decisions, in a bit fever or a bit bower, you cannot be happy. You must take decisions that will make you happy. I can say happiness is not automatic, but it has to be intentional. Yeah.
All right, Bruno, IMB. Send me 1 minute to round up. Now come a question I'm a demo, which you can still bring your views now. Maybe within my last minute and what the banter I'm meeting me at Kayamo. And yes, next week I would re-echo it. What have you learned so far on the topic? Live a happy life. Live a happy life. Point about Kubia Wesenbi. I can just lay the point out. Then we can also know whether you learned something or not. Our time is almost up. Like I said, we want to re-echo some of our programs. We have Lord I Believe on Mondays. Lord I Believe on Mondays. Please also join 7:30 to 9 p.m. on Mondays. Then on Saturdays, sorry for the break, but we are continuing. We are back, and nothing is coming in between our meetings. So every Saturday from 7 to 8, it will be at your homes and on your phones, wherever you find yourself during Saturday evening, 7 to 8 p.m. That is for Truth Be Told. So we know, because we went for that short break, that is why we are having this. And today too, like we said, the weather was also a factor. So please do forgive us. We bear with you, and also bear with us that we are here to serve you and give you the best. So thank you so much, Auntie Sarah Chebwa. We recognize your presence. Apostle of Grace, Papa Henekasi Richard, we also acknowledge you. As at now, okay. Victoria Mensah says TBT. But you mean some Buffy here. Or announcing the presence, I just say, or can you be chairman? Coming down to TikTok and BB Diamond. You also acknowledge your presence. Yes, Sister Ifa Fletcher has also been here for some time. Others joined and left, but we want to encourage you, say, Oba, for us to know, say, you are with us, no, please give us a feedback. May you say BB, question. You can you can also re-echo it. You can bring your points. Then together we'll know, say, we're having an interaction. Please, want it to be an interactive session, not just a giveaway session, please. So our time is up, like I said. We don't want to waste much time. We want to end here by saying TBT, the truth, nothing but the truth. TBT, the truth, nothing but the truth. TBT, the truth, nothing but the truth. See you next week. Bye-bye.